Hey everybody, this is Dustin, your RV specialist. And so I'm looking at a Brinkley 2026, similar to that one over there, and different, but same here. Now I'm not knocking on the product at all. As you know, we are also an authorized service center for Brinkley, and so this unit's in here for warranty. And one of the concerns was the customer purchased this unit, and then I guess recently the dealership sold and another dealer took over. So I guess they weren't honoring the warranty or weren't being very clear with this owner. And his concern was, hey, up here on this front cap, he's like, there's a lot of sealant on this side of the roof and not so much as you go that way. His next concern was there was all these, what he called bubbles. So I want to talk about what causes those, right? So this roof material is draped over the whole front of this coach. They'll cut it off and it'll just be hanging like a bed on a sheet, right? So when they go to take these front caps, that you gotta talk about, let's fit that front cap on that roof and on the body and underneath. They're having to move this side to side as well as up and down to get it placed. And so with the suction cups and the cranes and stuff, it's just planting it on there, and they're shimming in it, moving it and whatnot. So what that happens is when they do that, that's going to end up disturbing the roof material and cause it to move and shift and wrinkle. It doesn't happen on all of them, but it's pretty regular. Doesn't matter what brand of coach you have, you can come up on the roofs and you'll see that. They could have been pulling on the material on both sides from underneath and pulled too tight or pulled too aggressive, but that causes that to shift and do that. So there's nothing wrong. There's no there's no structural issues. There's no something didn't fail to adhere. Again, this is like an umbrella, so these roof membranes are going to have wrinkles and movements and stuff in them. Now, the only thing that I would recommend, again, this is not going to be warranty. What I would recommend is to clean and overlay and reseal this whole area. So then, this is just me. This is not anything to do with Brinkley. All the screw heads that are up here, even though they have their automotive seal package, you're just adding another layer of protection. So I want you to think of it as like, hey, here's a police officer and you have a bulletproof jacket. There's different variances of that. Well, let's get you the top of the line one, right? So next to me is a travel trailer that is another Brinkley, and you can see how their sealant is a little bit thicker applied, all the way kind of consistent. And however, the front looks like it has had a bead on it applied to it. Oops, where did I go? And the screws are not sealed on that one as well. So on this one over here that I'm looking at, I don't see any sealant applied to the front edge of that. I would go ahead and do so, as well as go back and lightly tighten up any screws that look loose. And then I would either seal the screws in the front area with a non-sag sealant. Could be any brand, it doesn't really matter. They're all going to be temporary. They're not going to be on there for 20 years or whatever, right? And then I would also go back and overlay this whole area and kind of make it a little bit thicker across. Other than a cosmetic issue as far as it not looking pretty, that's really the only concern. There's nothing that Brinkley didn't do correctly. I mean, it could have continued that bead all the way across, but for whatever reason they didn't, and that would be a production issue or whatever you want to call that. It also got out of the dealership that way. I don't know if anybody noted it now, like, hey, it doesn't look so cosmetically pleasing, but again, it's not a failure. It's not something that didn't adhere properly or anything like that, but it's just a prettiness thing. So anyways, I wouldn't do anything other than what I recommended, and that's not something that's going to be a warrantable issue. Again, there's the wrinkles in the membrane. I told you how that kind of happens, and then you're just relying on their guarantee of it not to leak for so long. So myself, let's seal it up. Something, if you decide you want to have that to do that, we'll be more than happy to, or we can walk you through it. You can do it yourself. I did another video on here, and I'll spin it around real briefly. They actually had impact damage here to the roof membrane, and you can see it underneath the cap. You can see the little marks from the rubber where they torn it and they patched it with Turnabond tape, and they also sealed around it. I would recommend to do a full roof replacement. You could pay us to doctor this up and live with it for a little while if you wanted to. But if we ever go to turn this in or trade it in or sell it to a private party, when they see that tear, they're going to devalue this thing somewhere between the neighborhood of, whatever the going rate is for the area that you live in for shops. So I'd say like a roof this size, probably between a $14,000 to $18,000 job. Most of the time when you go ahead and you peel this rubber roof off, depending on how thick it was applied and how well the glue adhered, you take a risk of it divoting and damaging the OSB. And so at that point, the roof would either need to be overlaid or to have a clean surface to glue to, or would need to be stripped off completely and resheeted. So that can cause the price of that to go a lot up higher too. He also has a bunch of tree branch marks on the AC cover, as well as on the Max Airs, TV antennas and whatnot. In the last video I did talk about putting 303 products on all the plastics, rubber, and vinyl items that's on the roof, as well as I talked about this solar panel here was installed at a different time compared to this one, basically due to the look and the discoloration of the sealant that's on the roof. So just like that one too, that one somebody put a second one on and they kind of offset them a little bit. So anyway, stay tuned for more. And this is Dustin, Nervy Specialist, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching.